Howdy everyone. Welcome. Sorry about this. Welcome to a Sunday live stream. Okay, look, I'm not sitting in the most comfortable position. My voice is annoying me. What a day. What a wonderful Sunday, huh? Alright then. Now I have to restart the stream for the third time. Anyways, enough about that. Let me just check the sound quality. To restart the stream for the third time. Okay, I have to speak a bit louder. Okay, does this sound a bit better? It's hard to speak very loud with a very cute voice. It's very difficult. Plus, I keep swallowing my words. And sometimes when I don't swallow my words, the microphone cuts out my voice or just lowers the volume of a word that I say. It's so ridiculous. Well, the way I speak, the tone of my voice always changes. The pitch of my voice always changes. The volume of my voice always changes. Maybe that's just me. Anyways, enough about that. It's time to focus on some interesting matters. I'm not going to talk about anything on the news because why? Why should I talk about anything at all? It's a Sunday. I don't want Sundays. Let me re-say that because I don't think I said it properly. I don't want Sundays to be a terrible, sad day. I think that's terrible, because I rant all the time. I'm sure many of you understand that I rant 24/7, and it gets tiring. It gets tiring ranting about woke people. It eats you up. Woke people are very, very crazy. Speaking about them makes you even more crazier. I need a break. I need a break from these people. So, okay. Wow, wow, wow. I don't want to talk so loud. I don't want to talk so loud because if I speak so loud, then people might hear what I'm saying. And sometimes I may say certain things that's not really so normal to say. And my microphone sucks, you know. You have to speak a bit louder now because it is having issues. Sometimes it works perfect. It records the voice perfectly. Many times it's having issues. Enough about that. It's time to talk about stuff, just regular stuff. I titled the video Sunday with a chance, no, with a hint of blue skies because there's a lot of clouds and you can barely see blue sky. So you can have a tiny bit of blue patches across the sky. That's it. Everything else is clouds. Okay? It's so depressing. It sucks when Sundays are always so cloudy. When I was a kid, Sundays used to be so sunny. Everything used to be so bright. The clouds, you would barely see them. There will be very rare cases when it rained on Sundays. But, Sunday's sunny. It's supposed to be sunny, but for some reason, clouds have taken over everything. Sometimes on a Sunday, everything feels so stuffy, and then the clouds make it much more worse. Alright, I just plugged this laptop on charge. The problem with this laptop is that the battery is so confusing. And the warning, you get it right over here, where some you barely even notice it. Because the amount of stuff I get, I get on this side is ridiculous. Okay? It is so ridiculous. I get so much of freaking notifications over here. Many of them are from this web browser. like they're promoting all these cryptocurrency nonsense. Okay, not all of them are nonsense, but some of them may be. But uh, they keep popping up over here. But when they pop up, they make a sound, and I'm so used to seeing notifications over here. I always keep closing them, so I could also ignore the battery. And when the battery notification pops up, it does not make a sound. I don't think I've ever seen it make a sound or heard it make a sound when it pops up. It just pops up so randomly, you know? And battery saving mode isn't really the best, you know? It doesn't really save your battery that much for some reason. I expected it to save my battery just a bit more. However, I'm not gonna complain. I kind of refuse to complain because let's be real. This is the laptop I got for a decent price. It's not some epic laptop gaming Ultra HD 4K whatever laptop. It's something much different, and you gotta be happy with what you have. Like, I'm very fortunate to even have gotten this last year because, I would have not gotten this last year. So I'm very proud about getting this. I have to make sure I use this as quick as I can, make enough money as possible. Then I can upgrade my setup, get more laptops, so I can make better stuff, better quality content. Not for YouTube, but, well, my company YouTube channel, but also for the company itself, making video games and whatever, you know? Alright, so today I'm gonna record a TG video. I might record it today unless I get a migraine. Sundays is migraine day, okay? I'm sure many of you don't know this about me, but hold on. I have to do like a little graph. I don't know how to do a graph. I think you can, but I don't know how to do it. I know how to do a table. I don't know how to do a graph. But anyways, let's just enlarge it so y'all can see. 90% of the time, 90% of my migraines. I can't even spell early. Well, I wasn't looking, okay? I don't want to look at white screens because white screens give out the most amount of pain. If you stare at a white screen forever, you can trigger a migraine. Okay, now that I looked and I misspelled. Okay, so 90% of my migraines happen. Sorry, I'm not sounding so cute. I'm very sorry. I never warm up my voice, but I should at least try to sound cute. Okay, 95% of my migraines happen on Sunday. Yep, yep, it's been always happening on Sundays. There were occasions where it happened on Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, but majority of them happened on a Sunday. So that's why I'm very worried. Just like a week before this, not last week, uh, the other freaking week, I had a migraine on the Sunday, and I had a migraine on that same week on a weekday. So I had it twice in the week. Kind of crazy. But as you can see, this is the graph. Well, it's supposed to be a graph. I can't even do a graph over here. I don't know how to do it, but 95% of my migraines happen on Sunday. So I'm very worried. I'm very worried. I feel like Sunday should be a day off from basically a lot of the screens. You know, I know it's fun to play a game or whatever, but still, I think it's very important if for me to take some rest and do something else instead, you know, because if I keep staring at the screen forever, I'm going to get a migraine. And even with the glasses, the anti blue light glasses, I can still get a migraine. So I get chronic migraines basically. So yeah, it's not the best thing to have, but Hey, what else can you do? So I feel like Sundays and maybe Mondays should be my day off. I can choose Saturdays as my day off, but let's be real. Let's be very real. Uh, okay, no, no. How about Sundays and Thursdays? Sundays and Thursdays will be my day off, you know? That sounds fun. I mean, cause here's the thing: if I go non-stop with a 5 day work time, obviously a migraine might be triggered. But if I have a break on every time when I change the freaking uh size, go back, it goes back to 11. What the frick? Okay, now it's working. You just have to make sure it's on the correct line. Okay, here we go. Okay, so Sunday. Now I forgot how to spell Wednesday. Wednesday. I think that's how you spell it. When I was a kid, I would add like an extra N or E or something like that. I don't know. Friday. Friday. How do you spell oh with the E? No. It does look weird with a U. I'm not sure if you really spell that with a U, but anyways, I have no time to be spell checking, okay? So, Sundays should be off. I can take a day off on Monday, but let's be real. If I work on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 5 days in one streak, a chance of my migraine will increase. So, work, work, no, off. You may be thinking, okay, that's a bit strange. Why is your table like this? Um, well, as I said, migraines. Okay, I really want to prevent migraines because they're the worst. If you have a migraine, if I have a migraine, uh, it costs literally an entire day's worth of work, and sometimes it might come again. Though there was a time where I had it twice in one day. So we have Sunday, which basically is today. Starting from tomorrow, this schedule will implement. Basically, on Sundays, I take the day off. Well, tomorrow I'll be working. Tuesday I'll be working. Wednesday I'll be working. Thursday I'll take a day off. Now this will kind of hinder that migraine, so it kind of lowers the chance of getting it. So instead of working 5 day streaks, I can just work. Well, I'm still gonna work for 5 days, but the way it's gonna be very different. So off, work, 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 off, work, work, off. I mean, putting it on Thursday sounds a bit too much, but here's the thing: 5 days of work is okay because the amount of work I'm having right now, it's insane. So for me to get all that work out, it's interesting. So I don't have to work on the computer all the time, you know. I have to make comic books as well. Comic books can be drawn on paper, you know. I know a lot of people do digital stuff now, which is totally fine. I wanted to stay on digital, but the problem with that is my migraines really do not like me. So if I were to stare on a freaking screen for 3 hours just to draw a freaking leg, it's gonna suck. Because drawing on a computer is much more difficult than drawing on a piece of paper. I can draw it much more neater on a piece of paper. Maybe I can find a way to color it on the piece of paper instead, because coloring things, especially on a comic book, it's for digital. I can't even say the word. I have to take some time to say the word. for digital, I can't say it. For digital comics, you have to take some time, so it's best to color it on paper. Okay, so this is my schedule. It might change over time, but I think it's the best thing. I work for 3 days, take a day off, work 2 days, and take another day off. It'll be better if I had 3 days off, but what else can you do? I don't want the weekends, well, all of the weekends to become my day off. Now, there will be exceptions to this timetable. There will be major exceptions. Number one, if there's a function or a party or whatever happening on any of those days, or if I'm going out any of those days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, um, obviously I won't work that day if I'm going out or anything like that. I'll just call it sick, basically. Why am I treating it as if it's like a main job? Well, it is my main job, but I don't want this to feel like a corporate job or whatever. But anyways, I got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. Got a lot of work to do. Got a lot of work to do. Okay. Now speaking of work, uh, speaking of work, I am a waifu. Yep, I know. So, okay, going back to the migraine story. As I was saying, before I got into the entire timetable issue, going back to the main point, I did say that today I might record a video of a game, and it has TG elements in it. That's why I want to record it. It's not a full let's play. It's just like 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes of gameplay I have to record, and then I might edit it, and that's it. Simple as that. Now the problem with that is, even if I look at a screen on today on my TV, because the game is on my Xbox, there is a major chance that a migraine can occur, which is very scary. It's very scary. But what else can you do? What else can you do? Just 5 minutes can be the worst time of your life. So I'll try recording it after this live stream. It's been so long since I wanted to give TG content. Now, what happened to my previous TG content I promised? I made even a big poll so people can choose what type of content they want first. But of course, the reason why I never got into that animation stuff is because the tablet that I'm currently using right now doesn't have that much space. Yes, even with the SD card, it does not have that much space. It keeps eating up RAM, it keeps eating up so much of space, and if I have to use Flipper Clip uses a lot of space immediately. I remember back in the day, I would animate and then all of a sudden, I'll get a notification saying I'm low on space. You just have the thing open, you just have the program opened, and it eats up space. It is so ridiculous. So what I can say is that I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna improvise, cause I know it's not animations which people wanted, but I will improvise. I will give. I will give something interesting for now. Maybe later I can afford a tablet, a better tablet, and then I can put the other one away for a while, and then I can actually animate stuff. But for now, for now, I will give cinematics or captions, TG captions. I will animate the stuff and then that's it. Or there's another way of doing it, but it will require a lot of paper and it'll be much more costly, which is basically animated traditionally, which will be fun, but the problem is it's just gonna take too much paper. Even for like 7 seconds of clip, it's gonna take too much paper. That's the best part I liked about uh, digital animation. There's plenty of space. You just need a proper good device and you just need more space. That's all you need, to animate stuff. Whereas paper, it does cost quite a bit, pretty costly, and yeah. So I rather not animate them. I rather just draw them and add captions onto them. Simple as that, you know? But I want to do that. I must get at least something done, okay? Um okay. Speaking of tablets, let's just check what um tablets I should get. Now, I want to also point out I have another tablet to fix. I have two tablets currently, a black one and a white one. The white one is pretty big. It's like almost 10 inches. I've had that since 2015. Um, and honestly, the buttons are broken. That's it. It does work. And I just need the buttons. I just need the on and off buttons. I'm not talking about the plastic buttons. I'm talking about the buttons inside. If you opened a phone before or a tablet, you know what I'm talking about. Basically, you have these little circular things, circular circuits, or whatever you want to call them. You basically, that's needed to, you press that, and that's needed to make something go on or off. So those are the real buttons I actually need. So I have to buy that as well because I have a lot of stuff on my other tablets. I have plenty of stuff on my big tablet, plenty of content, plenty of ideas. I need to extract all of them, place them over here so I can at least be happy. Because you need to understand one important thing that, listen, you need to understand one major important thing. You know, it's hard to get things fixed, especially in South Africa. It's very hard. I'm sure there might be trustworthy people. I'm not saying all people are bad. I'm just saying that it's kind of difficult to find a lot of trustworthy people these days. That's all I'm saying. Okay, let's check for tablets. Uh, 10 inches. I bet they are going to give me medicine. Okay. I hate the white screen. It's so bright. And plus, I'm charging it. It's so bright. You can't change. Well, I can change the brightness settings, but I have to go on settings. I have to go and do all that type of stuff. It'll take much more longer. But normally what I will do is click the battery button and slide it to best ones. But as you can see, we have quite a lot of interesting tablets. We have certain cheap ones like this. Like it's pretty cheap, enough space. But the problem with that is I don't know if it can have all of the programs. Please understand something very important. Okay? Not every device can have every program. I mean, oh yeah, I'm right. Not every device can have every program. Tab A7. Like I do have a A6. No, a A5. I don't know what you call it. What is this? I think I need something like this. But look at the price. I mean, it's 32 gigs, but mm-mm. Sometimes you might not get programs for certain laptops. You might not get certain apps for certain um, tablets. That's just how it works, which is very unfortunate because there's some very cheap ones over here. I don't want to get something that I might regret. Like you have to check reviews and stuff like this just to make sure it's perfect. Just to make sure you're buying the right thing. Like this one. This one looks okay. This one looks good. It looks good with the price, but I don't think it's the best. If you're looking for a tablet to use for school, taking notes, free touch pen. Oh, it comes with a touch pen. I would recommend looking for something different. The tablet is not pressure sensitive. Okay. Okay. How about this one? This looks interesting. This has 4.4 reviews. But you gotta keep checking. You gotta keep checking. 2 gigs of RAM, that's totally fine. I'm not really interested in the RAM. Okay. Works great as a digital artist. Okay, that's good. Because I use tablets to draw. I'm busy right now. What is wrong with you? Okay, sorry about that. I had an intruder in my room. My mother. Okay. Enough about that. Enough about that. Let's see. Affordable, powerful tablet battery lasts really long. Okay, the microphone is shucking my lips. uh, okay, a lot of people like this. That's good. That's good. So, 10-inch, 64 gigs of space. That's fine. That's totally fine. For that price, holy moly. Quad core processor. I don't know what that means, but I hope that's good. Uh, Latest Android operating system, Android 11. I don't know if Artflow, which is the previous app I used to use for drawing, I have a lot of cartoon concepts on Artflow. What I need to do is transfer that. Well, I hope they can have Artflow. I guess maybe it depends on the Android type, you know? It depends on the Android type. Maybe that's why certain phones don't have certain games, or maybe certain stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's just the type. Because I can get Artflow on my tablet, which is 7 inches, and I can get one on a 10-inch tablet. This is 10 inches, so that's good. I like how it has this big little thing. It's pretty big, actually, but I don't mind that. I'm not going to be very picky. Hey, 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 I'm not going to be very picky. This is my next, my next idea, okay? Okay, they have other products as well. That's good. That's good. So, okay, that's a lot of space. Battery, okay, that's good. Wi-Fi, Android. I'm not really interested in the camera. Okay, that's perfect. I don't need anything else. It doesn't matter if it has a pen or not. I do have a pen, which I had since 2018, December 2018. So, okay. Now it's time to talk about laptops, gaming laptops. Now, why gaming laptops? Because in the future, I would like to get a gaming laptop. I know I had like a bunch of videos on which laptop I want, which I want to save up for. But then, all the laptops I was eyeing, those laptops, if you look very carefully, they had terrible, terrible um, battery performance. I know that's what most gaming laptops are, but then again, I want to make video games on it, and gaming laptops have the best processors. So if I want to process games very quickly, you really want something fast, and gaming laptops are the best to go. But make sure the one has more battery power, because let's be okay. I mean, let's be frank. I don't want to keep charging my laptop all the time. I hate it. Sometimes I want to sit somewhere else and do stuff. I don't want anything so expensive. I want something fun, but not so fun, you know? Something cheap, something interesting. A computer will be good, but I feel like the amount of cables, uh, too much, you know? Plus, it'll cost more extra for a monitor. This is taking forever. Don't know why. I mean, everything's supposed to pop up by now. Let's give it a couple more minutes. What do you mean, no data? Oh, wow. Don't you just hate it when it does that? Okay, here we go. See, sometimes you just have to have patience. HP Pavilion, i5. I mean, i5 is okay, but for that price, I will not spend that much for i5s. i7 maybe, but not that. Like a Ryzen 7 is 20k, and this is almost 20k, but for an i5, uh-uh. But maybe there's more stuff in it. Asus ROG. Oh my goodness, who can afford that? Who can afford that? That's ridiculous. I mean, this looks cool. I remember hearing about this, but this has Ryzen 7. That's pretty fast. Maybe I should get a budget computer at first. Then I can look for monitors, but it'll cost a lot to buy a monitor. But then that'll be interesting because the more monitors I get, the better. No, no, no. I mean, like, I would like to have certain monitors with different frame rates so I can test out the games, you know? Because the one you'll get with your laptop, I mean, it's cool that you get a monitor with it, but the one you get with your laptop is not going to be like 60 I mean 60 hertz or like 120 hertz or whatever. You have to buy it yourself, you know? It will cost quite a lot, but I'm totally fine with that. Wait, oh my goody tears. It's taking forever. I'm just a waifu. I'm just a naughty waifu. So we have cases, we have Ryzen 5 for this much. No. Look at this, Ryzen 7 over here. This looks like an old model though. I mean, Ryzen 5, I'll expect it for this price. I think this is cool for a beginner. You know, let's check the specs out. Let's check. Meanwhile, we can look for monitors. 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 Okay. I pressed the wrong button. Okay. In South Africa, you need a license to own a TV. Basically, you know, you gotta pay just to buy a TV, and that sucks because the TV is pretty much more cheaper. Very fun, very big. But then it's like you need a freaking license. You gotta pay it every single year. It's kind of annoying. But when it comes to monitors, you don't need that shit. You don't need that. But I do wonder in the future what the government will try and do. They might monetize that as well. Try and find a way to get you to have a license. You know that gaming monitor. Alien. Oh my goodness! You think I'm gonna pay this much for that? Like this, 144 hertz. Perfect. What is the highest things can go into? 240. Oh yeah, 240. But to start up, I won't really go with 240. I'll go with something a bit cheaper. Maybe this. Maybe this. This looks pretty interesting, pretty cheap. I don't know. Let's just check this. Okay, this is how the computer looks. Pretty fancy. It has all the lights. Like, okay, the lights aren't really important. I would rather have a nice white case. Okay, AMD. Okay, perfect for kids and gamers. I'm not really a kid, but I'm a gamer. 8 gigabytes. Okay, 240 Windows 10 Pro. Uh, PC will play games like Roblox, Minecraft, Fortnite on low settings. However, the PC struggle to run games that require more graphic. Okay, there we go.